Hey guys, it's me. I am coming with a really fun, fruity, and tropical floral type fragrance. It's a lot of F words in there. But basically, yeah, this is extra virgin olive oil with a diluted ratio of goat's milk to lye that I've emulsified here. I'm going to hand stir in my fragrance. I made this fragrance blend myself. It is 4 different fragrances here. Very heavy on the tropical flowers and the tropical fruits. It smells really, really good. I actually listed some of the notes here. There's so many. I had to list them. We've got pink jasmine, freesia, lilac, tiare flower, water lilies, sparkling bergamot, sweet orange, lemon zest, lychee, peach nectar, pineapple, papaya, and just a touch of soft musk. So, yeah, pretty fancy. What I'm going to do here is mainly a base of pale blue with a drop swirl of 2 different shades of pink, orange and yellow. I think those colors are very fitting for the fragrances. One of the fragrances I added here says it accelerates, but I figure hand stirring it with the extra virgin olive oil should help. And honestly, a little bit of a thick swirl would not be bad. All right. So I have my colors here that I'm going to drop swirl in. This turned out a little more purple than I was hoping. That's a mix of my pink and my purple micas because I think it just creates a different cool shade of pink, but that one is heavy on the purple. But what are you going to do? I think it'll still look nice. I only want a small amount to drop swirl. Ooh, that was a lot. To drop swirl into the blue, but because I want it to be mostly blue. Into my orange, because it tends to go a little bit coral, especially with the yellowness of the olive oil that I use. I added a little bit of yellow to that and some titanium dioxide as well. So it is sort of like a sherbet color of orange. That's kind of what I'm going for. Here's my blue base. I also put a little bit of titanium dioxide in with my blue mica. Kind of going for not quite pastel, but I don't know. We'll see if it turns out the way it is in my brain. It's hard to describe. Okay. And stirring in all of this goodness. I'm going to take some of it away for a minute. Yeah, I'm just going to spill. Smells really good. Fragrances all mixed together are behaving quite nicely too, so I appreciate that. I'll tell you what, I got delayed probably 15 minutes. I could not find the attachment to my stick blender, and I was like, oh my god, how am I going to get this to emulsify? This olive oil is going to take a million years, and I was stirring and stirring as I was also looking for it, couldn't find it, freaking out. It was on top of my freezer. I was like, oh hallelujah, because I'm like looking under everything. Did I accidentally throw it out with the trash the other day? But no, it was just on top of my freezer. This batch would not have turned out if I wouldn't find it though, that's for sure. I even busted out my mixer and that wasn't enough to get it emulsified, so yeah. Alright, here's my blue. Definitely looking pretty green right now. Some of these fragrances also discolor to like a tannish. One of them had a tiny bit of vanilla, so I added a tiny bit of stabilizer for that portion of the blend. I don't know, I think some of them are still going to turn it kind of that beigey color anyways, and that's okay. I don't mind a greenish colored blue. It usually does turn a little bit more blue after the soap sets up, though, I've noticed with this mica and my olive oil. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fill my mold with that. Stir in my drop swirls and then drop them in. Yeah, I was very hesitant about adding the one fragrance that said it was going to accelerate. Couldn't find a lot of details on how bad it accelerated, but I figured I was at least at an advantage with the extra virgin olive oil. And yeah, if the other fragrance is blended in, it's not making a difference at all. So happy I chose to add it. It was a little, I wanted a balanced scent between fruity and floral. It was a little heavy on the floral, so I'm going to add a little more fruit. Okay. There's just my phone. Important. I have my phone down here so I can take a picture of this batch. It's still wet. Just trying to clean off my spatula here. I don't have much set aside for the drop swirl. I think I said that already. I just want a tiny bit of color in the blue. I don't want it to be super swirly. I just like an accent color. Very full. I filled these little cups. I knew if I used the bigger cups, I'd be tempted to pour way more soap in. I'm going to limit myself with these little paper Dixie cups. I really want to get the mica mixed in. I wish that little mini blender thing that I got worked, but yeah, it was a whopping $2 I wasted on that. Oh well, I tried. I know they work for some people, but whatever. Probably not gonna take a risk and buy another one. I'm kind of okay without it. Alrighty, that's pretty mixed in. Just swirl it. See, and that even added more than I figured it was gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna save that little drizzle for the top after all the colors are in. So do my orange next. Kind of mixing them in the color order of, just try not to wipe the spatula off. Yellow to orange, orange to pink, and then pink to this purpley color. I'm supposed to just be a different shade of pink. This orange here is looking very tiger lily to me. I like it. Cat's up there meowing his little head off. I don't know if it's the one neighbor cat that's been bugging him lately, or if it's a skunk that's out there, because there was a couple weeks ago where every single night there was a skunk spraying something, because everything would just stink like skunk. Maybe he's the one who's making my cat make all those noises all night long, but never know for sure. Okay. Orange. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. Pink. Smells good. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I love blending my own fragrances for many reasons. It uses up end bits of fragrances that you've got, and nobody else will have anything like it. I mean, there's a very slim chance that somebody else made the exact same blend as you with the exact same proportions. That light. I would describe this scent as girly. I mean, I'm sure there's men out there who would like it, but it definitely feels like a lady's fragrance. Pink. Ooh. Oopsie, a little messy. I'm surprised I didn't get messier earlier than that. We're starting to get a little bit thicker. You can see more pink drizzling on top compared to, let's say, the yellow really went deep in there. We're not overly thick though. If this were a different recipe, we might be in trouble, but this extra virgin olive oil, I'm telling you, it can give you so much time to work with. Even with a tiny, a small ratio of goat's milk to live and doing 2 to 1. You don't want to waste this. It's spilling over a little bit, but got to get it mixed in, so I am going to be wasting a tiny bit. What are you going to do? Alrighty. See, baby. Yep, the base is looking very green here, but what are you going to do? I still think the colors look, the colors look really pretty. I gotta go from real high up with this purpley color because I want it to get down in there. There we go. Ooh, back over here a bit. Okay, woo. Tropical indeed. I have my pearl mica all diluted here to do a couple drops on top before I swirl it. I thought that would be pretty. A tiny bit in these cups here. It's right now very pink and purple heavy on top. It's orange and yellow, even it out. So those swirls are going to be further to the bottom of the bar. Now I'm going kayaking super early in the morning. And my child has not been napping lately, so I'm not sure what the heck I'm going to do. In general, and as far as cutting this soap, I'll probably end up cutting it tomorrow night. It's nighttime now. That's not obvious by the super crappy lighting. Yeah, I'm very excited to see what's in here. Really like drop swirls, apparently. You know, achieve a cool one. Okay, so there's that. A little bit of sparkly goodness. Oh yeah, baby. You know, I want to get a picture of it before I swirl it, so forgive me while I take a super quick photo of this. Okay, photography over. Swirling time. I think I'm going to do what I did with my Soothing Blend soap. I'm going to do it on camera this time, and it's got lots of colors, so it's going to give it a different effect. I just go back and forth with my little heart deal that I do. I don't know what you call that. I'm not good at keeping up with what all this fancy soap technique names are. Unless it's a soap challenge that I've done, and then I call it whatever they called it. Other than that, I'm in the dark, I swear. Alright. Still pretty fluid, all things considered. I want to try to clean up the side edge. I'm not worried about it. It's not going to be a big deal. Okay, whew. Look at this baby. It's gorgeous. This is a very pretty loaf I did right here. Move it up for you. Get that little schmutz off the side. Dun, 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 dun. Get in the light. Ooh, yeah, baby. Pretty freaking pumped about that. Smells delicious. Alright. So I'll probably see you tomorrow, or maybe the day after, but probably tomorrow. Who am I kidding? You can enjoy the cutting video right now. Well, hello again. I am ready to cut into this beautiful loaf here. Check this out. This has got to be like the prettiest loaf top I've had in a really long time. And the smell is still fantastic, so I'm super excited to cut into this. It's actually been 2 days because I just wasn't feeling too well yesterday. Didn't really have a lot of time, and I thought about doing it at night. And I was just like, not really good. So, I'm not feeling good when I don't want to cut into this soap that I'm so curious about. But feeling okay now. Tesla took a super late nap. It's like 20 after 6 at night right now. We were eating dinner and she fell asleep. So I'm like, okay, guess I'm getting some work done. So let's see what's in here. We're definitely still very green. Like, this didn't turn blue at all. But with all the yellow in the fragrances, I'm really not surprised. Okay, cool end piece. See a hint of the yellow right there. And you know what? Even though it's green and I wasn't going for that, the green looks really pretty with the colors that I chose. So, really not mad about it. Oh, I like it. There's an air bubble. That is very pretty. Definitely think the colors match the scent well. Oh yeah, I like those little bloops. I didn't want it to spread out too far. That's what I'm talking about. I kind of wanted it mostly on top. Didn't even have you in the camera view there. And down, not looking at the screen. Sorry about that. There we are. This color's not great, and I apologize. I'm going to take some photos in natural light as I've been trying to do, because I think that shows you a little better what it really looks like. So I'll put lots of photos on here for you guys. Got some fun items, too, that I'm going to be doing a video on. Alex Kelly over at Custom Soap Stamps on Etsy. He hooked me up with, I needed another stamp for the Midtown soaps, and I also wanted to try his planer. So he hooked me up with the planer and the beveler combo, and oh my god, it's amazing. That's the one thing I did try last night before going to bed. I had to do one bar, and it was such a breeze, so I'm going to do a separate video of me just using those. So super, super excited and happy about that, but another video on now. Let's keep cutting this bad boy. I'm just looking at my beveler right now like, oh, it's so amazing. I can't use it again. Definitely gonna let these soaps cure up a little bit more before I do any beveling. This being Castile soap, they just kind of smush and it isn't as clean if you don't wait a couple of weeks, like at least 10 days, I've found. I want to see a little face, pink eyes, yellow nose and mouth, and then a weird ear, no ear on that side. Maybe I'm just crazy seeing stuff on my soap. Really satisfied with this though. It's delicate. I think it's real pretty. It smells amazing too. I made Chris smell it yesterday and it's like, that one smells particularly good. Thanks, babe. I could see a face in that one too if I was really looking for it. See. Tell me if I'm crazy. Yeah, definitely gonna wait a tiny bit for these to cure before I plane and bevel them. I'll probably plane them on the edges here. Not on top, I like the top. If I have a plain top that's ashy, I'll definitely plane the tops. I like how wispy these little swirls are. Very excited right now. You can tell I did the yellow and orange first because they went down a little deeper. And I was definitely getting thick by that time. I adjusted my cutter to be a little bit wider, and with this particular mold I'm only going to get 7 out of this. It's my tall skinny that I need to make a little wider, so I just get 8. So whoops, I have a big chunky leftover, but that's okay. That's going to be samples. I'm actually out of soap samples to give my orders, so I had to go a month off to make it soap. But there's this loaf. I still don't have a name for it. I'll hopefully have one by the time I post this video. It's taking me forever to get to editing my videos, guys, so for that I apologize. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you like this one. I'm super proud of this loaf here, so I hope that you like watching me make it. Here's the tops as I always do. Look how pretty! I really like that swirl that I did on top. So yeah, there she is. Thanks again, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and be sure to subscribe. Alright, bye!